Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, and we are pleased to be joined by Katina Wall. Katina, thank you so much for joining us. Kind of tell everybody what you do and what your title is.
Sure. Thanks, Casey. Thanks for having me. So I work at Energizer Auto. I manage all of the automotive marketing efforts across Energizer Auto brands. So that includes brands like STP, Armor All, AC Pro, some of our other appearance brands as well that you may have heard of, Eagle One, New Finish, and then some air freshening brands as well. So California Scents, Refresh Your Car, and other automotive car care brands.
Yeah. So of course, STP is one of the brands that you represent, and of course, has been a big presence in NASCAR, especially with the King, Richard Petty, and has been on the car for almost 50 years. And this is the 50th anniversary of STP in NASCAR. You guys have had a long relationship with the King and his team. What's it been like to carry on such a long relationship and the longest relationship in NASCAR?
Yeah, Casey, that's a great question. The partnership with Richard Petty and STP is a really important part of our history, and we're super excited to be celebrating 50 years. STP has gone through multiple ownership changes throughout the years, but it's been a really fun journey for me, particularly working with the brand, just to see that as much as things change, things have also stayed the same. The brand has been committed to manufacturing quality products, has been one of the most trusted names in car care. And then we've also remained committed to celebrating this partnership with Richard Petty that started back in 1972. He is such an important part of our heritage. Richard helped make the STP brand what it is today, build it into a household brand name. And it's a relationship that we're really proud of. And it's really an important part of not only our heritage, but also our marketing plans today.
So, I know that a lot of, as obviously companies have changed and times have changed, I know it's different, but, the constant of, you being in NASCAR and sponsoring, Richard Petty's number 43, the iconic Petty Blue 43. I know the car has changed, so much over time, but what overall, how has, since you've been with this company and kind of taken it over, what's it been like to, be with NASCAR, be with Richard?
Yeah, it's been great. It's a marketing platform that continues to deliver for us. The evolution of NASCAR and the cars, and it's definitely been different. But what's remained the same is that we have the most passionate and engaged group of fans and loyalists, and they're loyal to their teams, they're loyal to their drivers, and they're loyal to brands that support them. So it's been a very successful platform for us throughout these last 50 years.
So, kind of going in this year, you have a new driver this year in Eric Jones. I know what's that been like working with him?
Yeah, Eric's been great. He shares a lot of the same values as Richard Petty and the team and STP, and he's fit in perfectly in terms of helping us deliver on a message of quality and sincerity. And we really appreciate his partnership and are glad that he's on board representing the 43.
So I know that, I know you have other brands that have been on the car as well. We saw Armor All on the car earlier this year, in Daytona. How important is it for you as someone that represents multiple brands to, help out in NASCAR and get them as well known as well?
Yeah, that was an exciting kind of re-debut for Armor All earlier in the year. They returned to the 43 at Daytona, and then again at Homestead, Miami, with the Armor All paint scheme. And again, it's really just all about the fans and how they respond to these paint schemes and how they respond to brands that are supporting the sport. We see so much passion and so much return on our investment. So we're really happy with the partnerships, and are really excited to continue to celebrate all that that Richard Petty is bringing to the team.
The car behind you, of course, is the scheme that Eric Jones ran last week. It was a tribute to when John Andretti was piloting the 43 back in the 90s. How cool was that to get out there, because it was voted best overall scheme by the fans?
Yeah, I mean, this Petty Blue and Dayglow Orange, I mean, this is arguably the best and most memorable paint scheme that's ever run on the NASCAR track. So it's really special when it's out there, and it was even more special this weekend, just celebrating John Andretti and all that he was able to contribute to the sport and generate awareness for his cause as well, and getting people screened early and often for colon cancer. So we were really proud to be a part of the weekend.
As a brand, as the SDP brand has been, with Richard Petty and recognizable for 50 years. And the thing is, with as many people have known, everybody knows what STP is. So, little kids know what STP is because they've grown up with it. It's like, oh yeah, STP, that's on Richard Petty's car. So how important is that for you to have recognizable from all different types of generations? Because they can all remember, and if they remember it, there's a good chance that they can go out and they'll buy your product.
That's exactly right. And the partnership with Richard Petty and with the team this year, just helping to generate that awareness of the brand, getting consumers to think about STP, it's top of mind while they shop, is a really important part of the marketing plan. And I think it's not only about understanding what STP stands for, but understanding that STP has a product for them. Right. This isn't the same product that we sold when we were partnered with Richard Petty in 1972. It's evolved over the years. Our brand has evolved over the years. We're offering, more products to more consumers now, and it's important for us to know that consumers are not only recognizing the brand, but they're also choosing the brand and trusting the brand for their car care needs.
As a brand, every company had to go through the pandemic and stuff. How tough has it been for you guys? And as things slowly get back to normal, and obviously accelerating that after yesterday's announcement, how do you think, what has it been like for you in the last year to, in terms of activation and stuff within NASCAR, and trying to get brought your name out there as well with your product?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think something that we've learned this past year is that that nothing's guaranteed, right? You have to be able to kind of go with the flow and take things day by day. And we saw that with NASCAR as well, right? With the changes in attendance. And it was exciting when NASCAR was the first really competitive sport to come back on air after a hiatus. So what we've found with STP, though, is that more consumers are spending more time at home. They're spending more time fixing their cars, and kind of getting to back to past times that maybe they would have lost years ago because they were busy commuting or traveling or doing things that they weren't able to do during the pandemic. So we've actually seen a lot more consumers starting to focus more on car care and do-it-yourself activities, which has been really exciting.
And also, really in the next few years, where do you want to see this company overall grow?
Yeah, I think now just continued commitment, right? Continue to commit to innovation, continuing to make our products relevant to that next generation of consumers, those next generation of automobiles, continue to commit to marketing efforts that helps engage consumers. And like I said, if we've learned anything this past year, it's that things can change on a dime. So just be ready for any and all opportunities as they surface.
Of course. All right, Katina Wall, thank you so much for coming on and talking about an amazing partnership, the longest running partnership in NASCAR between STP and Richard Petty.
Thank you so much, Casey. Appreciate your time.